Practice saying each word out loud with me. Are you ready to become a master chef in English? Let's get started. Word 1. Chop. Pronunciation: chop. To chop means to cut something into pieces using a knife. Quick, strong cuts. Pieces don't need to be perfect or equal. Example: a chef is chopping onions into rough pieces on a wooden cutting board. Say it with me. Chop. Word 2. Slice. Pronunciation: sellwise. To slice means to cut something into thin, flat pieces. Long, smooth cuts. Used for bread, tomatoes, and meat. Example: a woman is slicing a loaf of bread into even pieces with a bread knife. Say it with me. Slice. Word 3. Dice. Pronunciation: dys. To dice means to cut something into small cubes, like tiny squares, smaller and more uniform than chopping. Example: a chef is dicing tomatoes into small red cubes for salsa. Say it with me. Dice. Word 4. Mince. Pronunciation: mince. To mince means to cut something into very tiny pieces, the smallest cutting style, used for garlic and herbs. Example: a woman is mincing garlic cloves into tiny pieces with a sharp knife. Say it with me. Mince. Word 5. Julienne. Pronunciation: Julienne. To julienne means to cut into thin, long strips, like matchsticks, used for carrots, peppers, and vegetables. Example: a chef is julienning carrots into thin orange matchstick strips. Say it with me. Julienne. Word 6. Cube. Pronunciation: cayube. To cube means to cut into cube shapes, larger than diced, same size on all sides, square pieces. Example: a man is cubing potatoes into large chunks for roasting. Say it with me. Cube. Word 7. Shred. Pronunciation: shred. To shred means to cut or tear into thin strips, used for cheese, cabbage, and lettuce. Can use a grater or knife. Example: a woman is shredding cabbage into thin strips for coleslaw. Say it with me. Shred. Word 8. Grate. Pronunciation: grate. To grate means to rub food against a grater to make small pieces, used for cheese, carrots, and ginger. Example: a man is grating cheddar cheese onto a bowl of pasta. Say it with me. Grate. Word 9. Peel. Pronunciation: peel. To peel means to remove the skin or outer layer. Used for potatoes, carrots, apples, and oranges. Example: a woman is peeling a potato with a vegetable peeler over the sink. Say it with me. Peel. Word 10. Carve. Pronunciation: carve. To carve means to cut slices from a large piece of cooked meat, used for turkey, roast beef, and ham. Example: a man is carving a roasted turkey at the Thanksgiving dinner table. Say it with me. Carve. Word 11. Fillet. Pronunciation: fillet. To fillet means to remove bones from meat or fish. Creates a boneless piece. Requires a sharp, flexible knife. Example: a chef is filleting a whole fish to remove all the bones. Say it with me. Fillet. Word 12. Trim. Pronunciation: trim. To trim means to cut away unwanted parts. Remove fat, stems, or edges. Makes food look better. Example: a butcher is trimming excess fat from a piece of steak. Say it with me. Trim. Word 13. Score. Pronunciation: score. To score means to make shallow cuts on the surface. Helps food cook evenly. Used for meat, bread, and fish. Example: a chef is scoring the skin of a duck breast in a crosshatch pattern. Say it with me. Score. Word 14. Halve. Pronunciation: halve. To halve means to cut something into 2 equal parts. Cut in half. Simple but important. Example: a woman is halving an avocado to remove the pit inside. Say it with me. Halve. Word 15. Quarter. Pronunciation: quarter. To quarter means to cut something into 4 equal parts. After halving, cut each half again. Example: a man is quartering a lemon to squeeze over the fish. Say it with me. Quarter. Word 16. Wedge. Pronunciation: wedge. To wedge means to cut into thick, triangular pieces, like pizza slices, used for potatoes, tomatoes, and citrus. Example, a chef is cutting potatoes into wedges for baking in the oven. Say it with me. Wedge. Word 17. Zest. Pronunciation, zest. To zest means to scrape the colorful outer skin from citrus fruits. Adds flavor without the bitter white part. Example, a woman is zesting a lemon to add flavor to a cake batter. Say it with me. Zest. Word 18. Fry. Pronunciation, fry. To fry means to cook food in hot oil or fat. Food becomes crispy on the outside. Very popular cooking method. Example, a man is frying eggs in a pan with butter for breakfast. Say it with me. Fry. Word 19. Pan fry. Pronunciation, pan fry. To pan fry means to fry in a small amount of oil in a flat pan, less oil than deep frying. Food is flipped. Example, a woman is pan frying fish fillets in a skillet with olive oil. Say it with me. Pan fry. Word 20. Deep fry. Pronunciation, deep fry. To deep fry means to cook by submerging food completely in hot oil. Very crispy results. Used for French fries and donuts. Example, a chef is deep frying chicken pieces in a large pot of bubbling oil. Say it with me. Deep fry. Word 21. Stir fry. Pronunciation, stir fry. To stir fry means to fry quickly over high heat while stirring constantly. Used in Asian cooking, fast and hot. Example, a chef is stir-frying vegetables and noodles in a wok over high heat. Say it with me. Stir fry. Word 22. Sauté. Pronunciation, sauté. To sauté means to cook quickly in a small amount of fat over medium-high heat. French word. Food is tossed or stirred. Example, a woman is sautéing mushrooms in butter and garlic until golden. Say it with me. Sauté. Word 23. Sear. Pronunciation, sear. To sear means to cook at very high heat to create a brown crust. Locks in flavor and juices. Used for meat. Example, a chef is searing a steak in a very hot cast iron pan until brown. Say it with me. Sear. Word 24. Brown. Pronunciation, brown. To brown means to cook until the outside turns brown, similar to searing. Adds color and flavor. Example, a man is browning ground beef in a skillet for taco meat. Say it with me. Brown. Word 25. Grill. Pronunciation, grill. To grill means to cook over direct heat, usually on a grate. Creates char marks, used for burgers, steaks, and vegetables. Example, a man is grilling hamburgers on a barbecue in the backyard. Say it with me. Grill. Word 26. Barbecue. Pronunciation, barbecue. To barbecue means to cook slowly over low heat with smoke. Takes hours. Adds smoky flavor. Also spelled BBQ. Example, a pitmaster is barbecuing ribs low and slow for 8 hours. Say it with me. Barbecue. Word 27. Broil. Pronunciation, broil. To broil means to cook under high heat from above. In the oven. The opposite of grilling. British people say grill. Example, a woman is broiling salmon under the oven's top heating element. Say it with me. Broil. Word 28. Roast. Pronunciation, roast. To roast means to cook in the oven with dry heat. Used for large pieces of meat and vegetables. Takes time. Example, a family is roasting a whole chicken in the oven for Sunday dinner. Say it with me. Roast. Word 29. Bake. Pronunciation, bake. To bake means to cook in the oven, usually for bread, cakes, and pastries. Dry heat, lower temperature than roasting. Example, a woman is baking chocolate chip cookies in the oven. Say it with me. Bake. Word 30. Toast. Pronunciation, TOHST. To toast means to brown food using dry heat. Makes food crispy. Used for bread, nuts, and spices. Example, a man is toasting bread in a toaster for breakfast. Say it with me. Toast. Word 31. Char. Pronunciation, char. To char means to burn the surface slightly. Creates a blackened, smoky flavor. Used for peppers and corn. Example, a chef is charring bell peppers over an open flame until black. Say it with me. Char. Word 32. Blacken. Pronunciation: blacken. To blacken means to cook with spices at very high heat until dark. Cajun cooking technique creates a spicy crust. Example: a chef is blackening a catfish fillet with Cajun spices in a hot pan. Say it with me: blacken. Word 33. Smoke. Pronunciation: smoke. To smoke means to cook or preserve food using smoke from burning wood. Adds smoky flavor, used for fish, meat, and cheese. Example: a man is smoking salmon over wood chips in a smoker. Say it with me: smoke. Word 34. Boil. Pronunciation: boil. To boil means to cook in water at 100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Celsius. Big bubbles form. Used for pasta, eggs, and vegetables. Example: a woman is boiling water in a pot to cook spaghetti. Say it with me: boil. Word 35. Simmer. Pronunciation: simmer. To simmer means to cook in liquid just below boiling. Small, gentle bubbles, lower heat than boiling. Used for soups and sauces. Example: a pot of tomato sauce is simmering on the stove for hours. Say it with me: simmer. Word 36. Poach. Pronunciation: poach. To poach means to cook gently in liquid that's barely simmering. Very gentle heat. Used for eggs, fish, and chicken. Example: a chef is poaching eggs in water with vinegar for eggs Benedict. Say it with me: poach. Word 37. Steam. Pronunciation: steam. To steam means to cook using steam from boiling water. Food doesn't touch water. Very healthy. Keeps nutrients. Example: a woman is steaming broccoli in a steamer basket over boiling water. Say it with me: steam. Word 38. Blanch. Pronunciation: blanch. To blanch means to cook briefly in boiling water, then cool quickly in ice water. Keeps color and crispness. Example: a chef is blanching green beans before plunging them into ice water. Say it with me: blanch. Word 39. Braise. Pronunciation: braise. To braise means to cook slowly in a small amount of liquid in a covered pot. Makes tough meat tender. Example: a woman is braising beef, short ribs in red wine for hours until tender. Say it with me: braise. Word 70. Preheat. Pronunciation: preheat. To preheat means to heat the oven to the correct temperature before cooking. Very important for baking. Example: a recipe tells you to preheat the oven to 350 degree Kelvin before baking. Say it with me: preheat. Word 71. Crush. Pronunciation: crush. To crush means to press something until it breaks into pieces. Used for garlic, crackers, and spices. Example: a chef is crushing garlic cloves with the flat side of a knife. Say it with me: crush. Word 72. Mash. Pronunciation: mash. To mash means to crush food into a soft, lumpy mass. Used for potatoes, avocado, and bananas. Example: a woman is mashing boiled potatoes with butter and milk. Say it with me: mash. Word 73. Grind. Pronunciation: grind. To grind means to crush into small particles or powder. Used for coffee, spices, and meat. Example: a man is grinding coffee beans in a coffee grinder for fresh coffee. Say it with me: grind. Word 74. Crack. Pronunciation: crack. To crack means to break open. Used for eggs, nuts, and crabs. Break the shell without crushing. Example: a woman is cracking eggs into a bowl for an omelet. Say it with me: crack. Word 75. Smash. Pronunciation: smash. To smash means to crush forcefully. More aggressive than mashing. Used for potatoes and burgers. Example: a chef is smashing burger patties on a hot griddle for smash burgers. Say it with me: smash. Word 76. Muddle. Pronunciation: muddle. To muddle means to crush and mix ingredients gently. Used in drinks. Releases flavors from herbs and fruit. Example: a bartender is muddling mint leaves and lime for a mojito. Say it with me: muddle. Word 77. Drizzle. Pronunciation: drizzle. To drizzle means to pour a thin stream of liquid over food. Decorative and adds flavor. Used for oil, chocolate, and sauces. Example: a chef is drizzling olive oil over a salad before serving. Say it with me. Drizzle. Word 78. Garnish. Pronunciation: Garnish. To garnish means to decorate food before serving. Makes it look beautiful. Parsley, lemon, and herbs are common. Example: a chef is garnishing the soup with fresh chopped parsley. Say it with me. Garnish. Word 79. Sprinkle. Pronunciation: sprinkle. To sprinkle means to scatter small amounts over food, like raindrops, used for salt, sugar, and toppings. Example: a woman is sprinkling powdered sugar over a chocolate cake. Say it with me. Sprinkle. Word 80. Dust. Pronunciation: dust. To dust means to lightly coat with a powdery ingredient. Very light layer, used for cocoa and powdered sugar. Example: a baker is dusting a cake with cocoa powder through a fine sieve. Say it with me. Dust. Word 81. Glaze. Pronunciation: glaze. To glaze means to coat with a shiny layer. Can be sweet or savory, makes food look glossy. Example: a chef is glazing a ham with honey and brown sugar. Say it with me. Glaze. Word 82. Spread. Pronunciation: spread. To spread means to cover a surface evenly with something. Used for butter, frosting, and sauces. Example: a child is spreading peanut butter on a slice of bread. Say it with me. Spread. Word 83. Layer. Pronunciation: layer. To layer means to arrange ingredients on top of each other, used for lasagna, cakes, and dips. Example: a woman is layering pasta, sauce, and cheese to make lasagna. Say it with me. Layer. Word 84. Top. Pronunciation: top. To top means to put something on top of food. Final addition, used for pizza, salads, and desserts. Example: a chef is topping the pizza with fresh mozzarella and basil. Say it with me. Top. Word 85. Plate. Pronunciation: plate. To plate means to arrange food nicely on a plate for serving. Makes food look professional and appetizing. Example: a chef is carefully plating the steak with vegetables for presentation. Say it with me. Plate. Word 86. Serve. Pronunciation: serve. To serve means to give food to someone to eat. The final step: present the finished dish. Example: a waiter is serving dinner to guests at the restaurant table. Say it with me. Serve. Word 87. Thaw. Pronunciation: thaw. To thaw means to defrost frozen food. Let it become soft at room temperature or in the refrigerator. Example: a woman is thawing frozen chicken in the refrigerator overnight. Say it with me. Thaw. Word 88. Defrost. Pronunciation: defrost. To defrost means the same as thaw. Remove frost. Bring frozen food to a warmer temperature. Example: a man is defrosting meat in the microwave before cooking. Say it with me. Defrost. Word 89. Chill. Pronunciation: chill. To chill means to make food cold in the refrigerator. Not frozen, just cold. Used for desserts and dough. Example: a baker is chilling cookie dough in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Say it with me. Chill. Word 90. Refrigerate. Pronunciation: refrigerate. To refrigerate means to store in the refrigerator to keep cold. Preserves food longer. Example: the recipe says to refrigerate the leftovers within 2 hours. Say it with me. Refrigerate. Word 91. Freeze. Pronunciation: freeze. To freeze means to make food very cold until solid. Store in the freezer. Preserves food for months. Example: a woman is freezing extra soup in containers for later. Say it with me. Freeze. Word 92. Rest. Pronunciation: rest. To rest means to let food sit after cooking. Allows juices to redistribute. Very important for meat. Example: a chef is letting the steak rest for 5 minutes before slicing. Say it with me. Rest. Word 93. Cool. Pronunciation, cool. To cool means to let food become less hot. Before storing or eating, don't put hot food in the refrigerator. Example, a baker is letting the cookies cool on a wire rack. Say it with me, cool. Word 94. Strain. Pronunciation, strain. To strain means to separate liquid from solids. Pour through a strainer or sieve, used for stock and sauces. Example, a chef is straining the stock through a fine mesh sieve. Say it with me, strain. Word 95. Drain. Pronunciation, drain. To drain means to remove liquid from food, pour into a colander, used for pasta and vegetables. Example, a woman is draining cooked pasta in a colander in the sink. Say it with me, drain. Word 96. Sift. Pronunciation, sift. To sift means to pass dry ingredients through a sieve, removes lumps, adds air to flour. Example, a baker is sifting flour to make the cake batter smooth and light. Say it with me, sift. Word 97. Measure. Pronunciation, measure. To measure means to determine the exact amount of ingredients. Very important for baking. Use measuring cups and spoons. Example, a woman is measuring 1 cup of flour for the recipe. Say it with me, measure. Word 98. Weigh. Pronunciation, weigh. To weigh means to measure how heavy something is. Use a kitchen scale, more accurate than measuring cups. Example, a baker is weighing flour on a digital scale for accuracy. Say it with me, weigh. Word 99. Taste. Pronunciation, taste. To taste means to try a small amount of food. Check if seasoning is right. Chefs taste constantly. Example, a chef is tasting the sauce with a spoon to check the seasoning. Say it with me, taste. Word 100. Adjust. Pronunciation, adjust. To adjust means to change the seasoning or cooking. Add more salt, cook longer, or change temperature. Example, a chef is adjusting the seasoning by adding a pinch more salt. Say it with me, adjust.